Welcome to Expedition TINIEST. Today we're pushing the boundaries of adventure and maybe our luck as we attempt something we've never done before. We found a speck of an island in the heart of Georgian Bay, surrounded by nothing but crystal clear water and rugged Canadian shield. There's just one problem: absolutely nowhere to anchor. So what do? We go full spider mode, tying our Ranger Tug to rocks in every direction, turning our boat into a floating web. Was this the best idea ever, giving us our own private island paradise? Or are we about to learn a very wet, very rocky lesson? You'll have to watch to decide. Plus, for all you fellow boaters and off-grid adventurers, we're sharing our go-to battery-saving device, the one thing we use every day to keep the lights and cameras rolling. So, grab your favorite drink, settle in, and come along as we test our skills, our nerves, and maybe even our sanity. This is Expedition TINIEST, where adventure is just a rock tie away.
You're going to go over to these rocks first, Jewel.
Okay.
Just stay away from the propeller, it's spinning, right?
Yeah.
In a groove. Pull the dinghy up on the rocks there. And take the big anchor and see if you can find a place to jam it. That looks like a good spot, right? Yeah, right around there. Give it a pull, see if it holds. Caught in the groove there. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. And you can go underneath this, okay? And then you go over to the other side.
Okay.
So this whole time, the boat's in reverse. It's as slow as it can go in reverse, but it's in reverse. And then once in a while, I have to tweak it a bit. Like right now, I'm going to have to turn the engine because I'm starting to drift over to this side. And we got. So we're using my anchor ropes because this one here has a chain on it. You know, it's only like an 8-foot chain, but it's good enough to keep it from wearing on the rocks. This one doesn't have a chain. This is the dinghy rope. But if it wears on it, I don't mind. It's just an inexpensive rope. So we want it roughly a little more than 45 degrees. We want it to be able to hold the boat in the center of this little lagoon. Now, I don't recommend anyone take something like an inboard in here. We had our motor trimmed all the way up just to get in here. Yeah, it's really, we're really just fitting in here. It's pretty darn tight.
I got it.
I'm not pulling the motor out yet, because what happens if one of the anchors pops out of the crevice here and we end up drifting towards the rocks? I want to get the engine started really quick and pull us away from that. So it's a fine line, but it's like a swimming pool here. Julia's gonna absolutely love this. We might spend the next 3 days here if she really likes the area. You know the old saying, happy wife, happy life. I'm actually I'm gonna give a little bit more on the anchor so we can move out into the deeper area just out here. And I mean deeper, like it's only 4 feet deep here, if at the most. I've only got a foot underneath my keel.
All stations.
I think we're doing pretty good here.
The recreational marine park has been received with strong wind warnings from the North Channel. For details, that continues to be broadcast channel.
So it's a strong wind warning. It's not like gale force winds or something, just a strong wind warning. And I don't know if you just heard that on the VHF, but I think we're going to be fine. we're really well protected as far as waves go. We got only one entrance, and that's coming out of that's the east. And the winds are supposed to come out of the west, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. The wind's supposed to come out of the west. So I see what we're sitting pretty right now. Yes, okay. Perfect temperature.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any better than this.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy it. And here's where we find a nice flat rock to do some rock therapy. The sun has warmed up these rocks, and you just lay on them and it feels amazing. Oh. And that's it. You just lay on the rocks and soak up the heat. It feels fantastic.
We were just running the edge of the islands and keeping an eye on stuff, and then we just found this little island that had a tiny little cove in it. And of course it's not big enough for anybody to anchor in. It's so small. We do have our anchor out, but we have a spider web of lines holding us in the middle of this tiny little bay that's probably 80 feet, 75, 80 feet wide. That's all it is, and a lot of it's just rock, so we're just sort of staying in the middle. And it is so pretty. And what we really wanted was we wanted that clear water that open Georgian Bay offers. Crystal clear, you know, no weeds, and just beautiful. But the water is colder, but it's so nice and refreshing, especially when the temperature's as high as it is right now. So we're so happy to have this spot. We've seen very few boats go by. So this is a non-fish night. Julie and I are eating some sausages. Now Julia, she's just cooking up some peas.
Green beans.
Green beans?
From the garden.
Green beans, oh, from our gardens. And then we'll have that with our sausage. And that's probably all we're gonna have for dinner. You know, this is gonna sound crazy, but I feel so exposed here. Because look at, that's all that's protecting us from wide open Georgian Bay or Lake Huron or whatever you want to call it. It's just this thin row of rocks, but yet you're fully protected. Maybe not from the wind, but you are from the waves. Unless the waves got really big. I mean, I guess they could break over those rocks here. I think we're good. We're supposed to get some higher winds tonight, so.
Last night we had some pretty strong winds, but all of our 4 anchors and ropes held quite well. And this morning we had a little bit of sunshine, but there is a storm brewing and coming, and I thought I better get off the boat and go for a quick walk around the island, stretch my legs, or I'm going to be stuck on the boat all day. So I came into the little beach with the dinghy while Michael's working on board. He's doing some computer work this morning that he had to get done. And so I'm on my own to run around the island and stretch my legs.
Okay. Well, it's a cloudy day today, and our solar panels are not going to be producing much energy, and that means our batteries are going to stay low because we just went through a night. And what do you do when your batteries drop so low that you can't run your generator because you're in a busy anchorage, and at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. people are not going to want to listen to you starting a generator. But we do have something that can solve our problem, and it was just sent to us a couple months ago, and it's called an all-powers portable compact power station, and this is what it looks like. So right here, this little handy device is only 12 pounds, and right now we are actually running an iPad. We're charging an iPad, we're charging Julia's iPhone, we're charging my iPhone, and this is what we do almost every day. We find in the mornings when we're trying to get things going. And we also have the Starlink running off of here as well. This is all in the morning. This is so we don't have to run our generator in the morning. I was, when they sent this to us, I was so excited because I wanted something like this. And I can't tell you how handy it's been. We've used it every single morning. And if you know you're going to have a bright sunny day, yeah, you can run your batteries a little bit lower. But if you have an overcast day and you know you're not going to be getting much generation from that, much power from that, then this thing can be handy. It could also be good for emergencies as well. As you can see here, I'm just going to unplug our, I can actually just hit this button here, and it shows us now we are at 62%. We have been running the Starlink now for an hour on this, and still good. So we can get at least a minimum of 2 hours, probably 2.5 hours of use with the Starlink. So I can get all my office work done in the morning while people are still sleeping in their boats. We're in an area where there's no boats, but if there was, we can use this to get all our work done, so we don't have to start the generator. Over here, I'm going to unplug this, okay, just to save the power. We don't need this right now. And we have two 600 watt AC plugins. And that is turned on right here. So when I hit this button here, there's actually, this will turn on the, this little button here, this will turn on the inverter. Of course, the inverter uses more power too, just like it does in your boat. But now I just have this one on, and this is Julia's iPhone. As you can see right here, it's a USB-C, and that goes in like that. And then you have just your regular USB-A down in the bottom here, and you can turn those off right here as well. Let's say that you want to use just a light. Let's say it's middle of the night, and you don't want to use the power, or let's say the power, something happens in your boat, and you want to use the light. So here we have a little light we can put on here, and you can make it brighter, and you can also do, this is SOS if you ever needed that, which is great for on the boat. And you can turn that off. Now you can run this, I think it's using such little power, you could run this for days and days on end, this light. So it's a lithium-ion battery that's inside this, so you can run it right down. It's a safe battery to carry. I'm charging my phone right on top of this here, but it's very portable. Like I said before, it's like only 12 pounds. It's very light, and the color's good too. It's not black; it won't absorb the heat. But it's, as far as portability goes, you can put it in any of the lockers that we have here inside the boat to store it. We just stick it underneath the bed. So the All Powers comes with a nice little bag here, canvas bag, and inside it we have some cables. Some of the cables go to a 140 watt solar panel, which we have. We didn't bring it with us on this trip, but we are definitely going to bring it with us on the next trip. And it fits on top of our canvas here, and you just strap it down. And this would keep this thing charged all day long. You'd never have to charge that. But this is really handy. This is the charge cable here, and this goes in the side, and this is what we've been doing on this trip here. We just plug it in here, and then we put this into the generator. And so when we're running the generator, you know, let's say in the afternoon or during the time of the day, when you have time, you just plug this into the generator, as you know, with your Starlink and your boat itself. You want to charge the house batteries back up. Then this gets charged up too. So then again, it's ready to go for the next time you need it. Which for us, we've been using it every day. And you're thinking, wow, you're using this thing every day, like when you're on the boat. I mean, how many times can you charge this thing? 3,500 times. You know, I figured if you charge it 3,500 times, this thing could last us up to 10 years. I mean, that's a lot of charges. Yeah. So when you get the 140 watt solar panel system, you get that through All Powers as well, and it comes with all the wires for that. And I believe there's wires in here, I think, that'll do that too. But there's even more wires that come with the solar panels, and that plugs right into here. It's got 200 and let me check this out here. 299 watt hours. So that's for a little thing like this. That's quite amazing. I just want people to know that they're not paying us to say this stuff. You know, they just sent us. They wanted us to review this, and we get to keep it. Okay, that's it. And really, we could just say, well, you know what, this thing's too small. I recommend something big. But no, this is just perfect. It's just the right size. It fits in underneath the bed. It gives us enough power to do what we need. I really can't say enough about this thing. I think it's an amazing little unit that I think anyone who lives on a boat should have something like this.
Mm-hmm. 2 thumbs up. Here's 1 thumb.
There's 2 more thumbs. There's 3
3 thumbs up.
So we're going to provide you with a link in the description so you can have a look at what we are using, or if you want to see something else that All Powers has that possibly you could use.
I wonder what this little post would be used for. Anchoring, tying onto, but why? What is it here? So we have black paint with yellow paint in the middle, leading up to the spike, and 2 black lines with yellow, what used to be yellow paint in the middle. Oh boy, this is interesting. This is a Georgian Bay mystery. If anybody has ideas why someone would put a metal stake in the middle of a rock where there's no harbor and not even really a flat rock for a tent, I'd like to hear your ideas. And as the sun warms the rocks, I'll be able to do my next favorite thing, which is swimming in the gorgeous waters of Georgian Bay on the main part of the bay, as opposed to the inland bays, which are sometimes a little darker, the water's a little darker, tannin stained. But out here it is super clear and beautiful blue. So the sun warms the rocks and the water is cool, so you swim in the water and then you bake on the rocks. It's like rock therapy. It's wonderful.
Looks like the one side of the dinghy is slowly leaking out.
Yes, it is. I was parkour running on the rocks for my exercise this morning. It's like a little obstacle course, all these cool rocks.
Good for you. I spent the morning on the computer.
I know you did. I felt only a little guilty leaving you.
Oh, you shouldn't.
Well, I thought I'd make the best of the day because the forecast said it was going to rain shortly, so
yeah,
I thought I better get out, and now it actually looks like it's not going to rain.
I know, it's looking good.
So
and it's warming up now.
Yay to no rain.
Yeah, we were about to close in the back here.
Yeah.
With canvas, just so we had a place to hang out if it's going to rain for the rest of the day, but it doesn't look like it.
No.
So what do you want to do? Want to go fishing?
I think a quick swim first.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we did say we were going to go fishing. We wanted to check out that
we need something for dinner tonight.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a pass down there that some boats went into. We wanted to investigate, didn't we?
Yeah.
Let's go do that.
Okay.
Do you mind if I swim first?
No, go for it.
Neutral! Okay, forward!